Hello, everyone. It's Becca. Welcome back to Neurospicybudgeting. I'm back. All right. So, oh boy, I've moved out of the bedroom. If you've been watching for a while, I decided to move into the kitchen at my dining room table. So we will see how this goes. I may have to record these when there is nobody home. But we got back yesterday and I go back to work on Monday, and I know that it is going to be crazy because I was gone for 15 days. So if I don't do this now, I know I'm not going to do it. All right, let's get started. This was for the pay period of August 15th through the 29th.
Starbucks coffee.
Thanks. I was just outed. Here's your Starbucks coffee. Perfect. And it's delicious. Okay. We had a wonderful vacation, but I was eaten alive by some type of small little bug. And they were very itchy, and I just couldn't control myself itching them. So now I have a whole bunch of scars and whatnot. Okay, let's get going. This one is for my W-2 pay. I am doing some actuals. I'm doing the budget and then the actual. I forgot that we received bonuses this month for those of us who are still employed there. A lot happened apparently while I was on PTO. I had a coworker share a bunch of news with me, and there was a large round of layoffs outside of our organization. We had the leader of our organization leave, and we have a couple other people leaving, retiring, moving on. So for the 10 business days that I was actually gone, a lot happened. I feel very lucky to just still have a job right now. So this was a nice surprise because the leader who left never talked to me about my quarterly performance. So I didn't know when or if a bonus was coming. And they are gone now. So it just showed up. Okay, I'll take it while I can get it. All right. So this, actually, I'm not going to pretend to do. This is $28.50 plus $452.10, $302.10, and then is, oh my gosh, 4,759.57. Okay, and I'm just going to drop off these cents for the rest of our stuff. So we do half mortgage. And our property taxes, I'm sure for those of you who own your home too, ours have gone up. You're excused. I did hear that you burped. Thank you. So the amount that I was putting towards our mortgage and making a little bit extra of a principal payment, a little bit extra payment towards principal is now, instead of being $170 something, it is now, the extra is only like $20, but I don't know. I kind of feel in my gut that I should start saving, thinking about starting a sinking fund for our escrow in case we are that huge of a difference off again. I just don't understand. I really don't understand, but whatever. All right. car loan. Let's see here. Next up is YouTube. And that is 23. Subscribe and save for the cat litter and our laundry soap. Now, all of our subscriptions for streaming, I will fill these in. Internet is 140. You guys have not called them. It's just been busy, so I do want to call them and see if we can reduce that, because I was having issues with my video freezing when I was on Teams calls, because we switched entirely to Teams and off of Zoom. And so I upped my package, but it turned out to be our big brick house and all this stuff, all the walls being like thick plaster and not getting through. So now that I have a mesh thing, that's better. So I want to try and bring that back down, because I don't think that was the issue. Okay, so what is that? $25.94 minus 3,302. Okay, now we have, I feel like I'm so rusty from being gone. Okay, now we are going to do groceries. And let's do, we were doing $630 a month, and that was sometimes covering us, sometimes not. So I think I'm going to try in September to go to like $750, but I think for now, let's just do $150. And then I'm giving myself some spending money, and that is $300. And I am doing this because, sometimes simple mental math is not my thing. Most of the time it's not my thing. Okay. 408. So we're going to bring this over. I've been spending a lot of time thinking about how I want to do savings challenges versus like cash stuffing directly into sinking funds. And I still haven't decided what mix is going to be right for me, but I know this fall, the pace of work is, I'm just not going to have enough time to keep up with everything. So I think I'm going to make some adjustments and refocus back on being very diligent about budgeting and figure out what that mix of stuff looks like, and I haven't figured it out yet, so we will see. This is what I'm doing. Hi. This is what I'm doing for this paycheck. Okay, so we're going to do car tabs. That's okay. Car tabs. This is going straight into a sinking fund, and that is going to get 40. We have my husband and I have our tabs renewal one after another. I'm in October, and I think he's in December, so we need to get that going. Medical. If you're new, I haven't done one of these in a while. I want to have a couple procedures. There are some that are necessary. There is 2 that are necessary and 1 that would be considered cosmetic. So I want to save some money for that. So I'm going to put 40 aside for that. And then we're going to add travel in order to fund our trip to Massachusetts and Maine. We took money from my husband's birthday travel fund for next year. So I'd like to start saving up for that again. And we want to try to go visit family every summer. And those are each I think our expenses, I need to wait for a few things to post and then look at receipts and whatnot. But I mean, each trip out there, even with the help of a place to stay, is like $6,000. So it's freaking expensive. So we're saving for travel. I don't know what that looks like. And we'll see. As you know, plans change, goals change. All right, emergency fund. We used a bunch of our emergency fund to get one of the cats, outdoor cats, spayed. So need to build that back up and then start building a proper pet emergency fund too. It's a whole thing. All right. Anyway, we're going to start working on those things again. Christmas, I'm going to put $20 in. Let's see. And then I had a few other subscription for Canva that I want to make sure is good. That's in December. $5. Costco renewal. And then, Disney Plus. Okay. That renewal. It's just like, I swear, next year, instead of being 180, it's going to be like 210. Each year it keeps going up astronomically. It's absurd, but my kids watch it. So, there we are. Let's do this. All right, so we have 284, and that means we have 124 left. I might I'm trying to decide if I want to leave a buffer in my checking account or if I want to do savings challenges. And I haven't figured out what I want to do with savings challenges yet, but I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so then we'll do savings challenges. We'll take out 100 for those, and then that will leave us with, what was it? 284, I believe, minus 100 equals, no. I had 284 minus 408 equals 124. 124 minus 100 equals $24. Okay, and that'll be my buffer. Let's do that. So 284, 384. Okay, so savings total is 384. That was really weird and backwards, but so we will have a buffer of $24. Okay, that is fantastic. Now, I'm going to fill in this separately, I think. For the cash breakdown, yeah, I'm just going to fill, actually, let's do, we'll just do it all. I'll speed you through this. Okay, and I don't know exactly my breakdown. I need to figure that out, so I'm going to hold off on here. Like I mentioned, in the beginning is that now that I'm going to be focusing on tracking things, getting back into this, when I first started, I was very diligent about this. Let's see. Ooh, oh my gosh, my hands. I was very diligent about it. And then I kind of like fell off, but I need to get back there and I need to focus on that. So we're coming back into this. And I'm going to start doing this more often. Okay, let me get my highlighters. Like, I have not done this in a while. What do we have? Let me figure out which ones we're going to use. I'll pull those ones out and be right back. Let's get into car and gas. Go through here. So this is from the 31st. This is our, we have all of our stuff together, but we have separate accounts broken down for different things. So this is our first checking account together, and it goes from the last month of July through the most recent transaction that I was able to find that posted. So here we go. I did get a car wash. I decided I need to start actually saving for stuff like that for the car, which I have not been. Same for like, oh my gosh, like cleaning it, getting it detailed. When I don't want to do it myself, I need to start adding those to the car maintenance sinking fund. All right, so here's the corner store. This is gas and snooze. My husband, anyway, I need to start saving for him for snooze too, separately. So we're putting that in here for now since it's all together. I'm going to start a separate one, and let's switch over here to this one. So same thing. We just have one of our checks go into this account, and we had the car payment. I roll under the category of car and gas as well, just like all things car related. So I can see that. Costco fuel. Gas is so expensive here, you guys. That's one thing that I noticed being out on the East Coast. I was like, what is this business that gas in some places that we went was like $2.98 when we got home? It is freaking $4.56 for regular here versus $2.98. What the heck? So here we go. Car payment. And I think that's all for car and gas. So that was quite a shock, and dang, I would love to have that every day, Philip. Okay, let's do clothing next. So some of this is back to school related, and I have it on I'm going to put these here in case I need them. I have it on my list too. Let's see over here. For back to school, we did use some, we made some purchases that I need to take the cash that I have in the sinking fund and deposit. I also registered my son for hockey, which I have in cash and I need to deposit, but I'm doing that on Monday since we got back, and our bank is closed. So I need to do that, but we did do, and this is actually clothing. This should be my husband's personal spend because that is for him when we were there. He purchased something for himself. Oops. So we're going to do that. Now we are to the back to school. Shoes, school supplies from Target. Like I said, I have in those notes to bring that back over. And then, let's see, did I have anything? I think I have one when I went out back to school. Yep, my son got some jeans and some shirts and shorts. He's hilarious. He's super into jeans right now for whatever reason. He's really into them. Okay. And then clothing for me. See, here's where I'm thinking getting more into this. Like, do I put that under Becca's personal spend? No, it's a clothing item. And that's the subscription. So that's not even correct. So you guys, I'm trying to become good at this. So, subscription. Okay. Because that is the thing, and I still have not canceled that sucker. I don't know if I'm going to be honest. All right, so that's it for clothes. Now, let's go through miscellaneous. I did purple for this. I'm going to make sure that everything is still working. Okay, it is. I just have paranoia since I have not done something in a while that it's going to be funky. Okay, so miscellaneous. The airport parking. This is when I was airport parking. What was that for? Oh, right. Okay, so I was on a work trip at the beginning of the month and I got a flat tire. I had my husband come to the parking garage to check on it to make sure that I wouldn't be stuck and need to call the facilities to come help me change a tire. So he went in and checked on it initially, and you just get a $4 fee for going into the garage. So he did that the day that it happened, and then the day that I came home just to double check. So sweet, so nice. We live close to the airport. It's like 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, probably 15 minutes depending on traffic from us. So USA a credit card. We put some of the expenses such as like the rental car and the Airbnb for Maine on that, paid it off. But that is that for paying those charges off. And then over here, USPS, I sent off the winner of a giveaway before we left on our trip. The DMV I had, oh geez, you guys, this is quiet. Here is where ADHD tax comes in. If you have not heard of this concept, oh my gosh, if you have heard of it, you know it, you live it. So ADHD tax hit me when I turned 40 and my license expired, and I didn't realize it. So I moved from Oregon to Washington. I went to the office here in Washington to transfer my license, and they said, oh, I can't do that, it's expired, so you'll have to retake the test or go into Oregon and renew your license there, and then we can come back and transfer. So luckily I was able to renew my license in Oregon at the tune of $84, but I now need to pay the transfer fee and whatnot to the state of Washington to get it transferred over, because I need to change my last name. I have not, because it costs money and just out of pure, honestly, laziness, I haven't changed my last name since I got married. several years ago. I was just waiting for everything to expire to do it, and then it got really expired, and now I'm paying a whole bunch of extra money because I was trying to avoid paying money in the first place to do it. So whoops. Anyway, that's what DMV is. I had to renew my license in Oregon, use my parents' address, and now I have to go into Washington and get my license changed over. Whatever. I get so irritated because I only have myself to blame for being a little spacey about that. Okay, let's go through subscriptions now. And we're going to come in here. This is the first one here. Yep, Spotify. And then we had Netflix. A lot of our streaming comes out at the end of the month, like very, very end of the month. Okay, let's come in here. Come down. We had Fabletics. And YouTube Premium. And that's it. Like I said, more will be at the end. Okay. We'll come in with food. I have decided to put our water delivery under food because it's something that we consume like food. And over here, do we have anything come out of this one? I don't think so, because we were gone for the most of that and used our Massachusetts sinking fund. Okay, so sorry, it's just easier for me to do it this way than to open it up and have it be a semi-straight line. So insurance, let's see here. Insurance, where did you go? Here we are. All right. So this is for home and auto. We have our 2 cars, a motorcycle, and our house. And now savings. Right here was the withdrawal for our sinking fund. Let's see. Do I highlight that? I'm going to. Whoa, that's bright. Okay. And actually, did I have anything over here going to or from savings? No. Okay. All right. So this is our mortgage payment. Here, like I was mentioning when I was doing the budget, our mortgage payment is like 36 and something. Oh, I have another house thing. And I was doing 170 extra, but now this 3,700, because our increase is literally $20 is going to the principal instead of the 170 before. Okay, Amazon house. This is subscribe and save on the budget. So that is our laundry. And I think that's all that I have for the house on that. Yep, we didn't have any other expenses. Then pets. Here is our cat food and litter. And kids. We are, like I said, I need to come in and put that money from the sinking fund in there for my son's hockey. And then Amazon, this was for back to school, and I forgot to write that back in. So I'm putting this, actually, I'm going to put that under kids. Back to school. But we're going to put the kids. And since that was clothing, this is kids. I just know I'm confusing myself. I'm probably confusing some people out there, but it makes sense to me. All right. And then this has not officially posted yet, so I'm not going to highlight it. I'll save that. But this is pending, and I needed some new moisturizer and sunscreen. So that is that. All right. So there we go. I'm going to save my husband's paycheck for when it actually posts. Let's go back here and see if there's anything that has posted. So we can write in, this did come out. I have everything on auto pay for that, and half the car loan, and then this also came out as well. And I did see a couple, the subscribe and save pending, but it has not come out yet, so I'm not going to fill that in. But I feel much better, like I'm caught up, I have a plan. I'm going to come in here and do my cash denomination breakdown for the bank. I'm going to figure out what I want to do about savings challenges, and next time be more in the swing of it. So we'll see. Yeah, anyway, I'm glad to be back. I really needed that vacation, and in my next video or so, I will put in some pictures and whatnot and share more of what we did, but I am just tired. We had a super early morning flight, our flight back to the West Coast, and the people above us in the hotel near the airport were like stomping around, so we didn't sleep at all, then didn't sleep on the plane. So, but anyway, I need some rest. My next video, I'll share my plan. Hopefully I'll have one and some pictures. I will see you in a new one soon. Bye.